Hello internets, how are you today? I thought I would weigh in on a very important topic to do with internet blood sports. There's been a lot of happenings and going-ons online, and I needed to weigh in because I'm an important voice and give my opinion and point of view on everything that's been happening. A little bit of backstory. So there is this man online called Andy Warski. He runs the Andy Warski Race Warski channel. It came to be known as the Race Warski channel because he is obsessed with platforming alt-righters, neo-Nazis, white nationalists, white supremacists, etc. And the only topics that he seems to want to discuss or talk about are about why black people are inferior, why crime statistics about black people are accurate, therefore, I don't know, black people are more biologically inclined to be criminals or some shit like that, and Jews are running the world and they're evil, and that's all he wants to talk about over and over again. For a while I was talking to Andy about being his co-host, but I think his focus is way too much on just platforming alt-right neo-Nazi types. Seems to be all he really wants to do, and I am not very interested in that. I don't want my name to be associated with it. I have a real life, and it's very bad for a reputation to constantly be hanging out with neo-Nazi types.
I know you're taking a lot of shit for hosting us on, guys like us on your show, letting us get our views out there when everyone else is deplatforming us, and so for that alone, you deserve, congratulations and thanks. So just to say that,
Appreciate it.
because that was received very well by our audience and our fans, and I wonder, like, am I in an echo chamber? Was it as well received by others? But then I saw you and JF like cracking up at some of the stuff I was saying.
They like to spin a yarn about like all those crimes are so high because of the stereotype threat involved, or because they're put in an environment that makes them into criminals. That they're being poor and being whatever, it makes them that way.
I mean, there's a number of.
I mean, if you remember on one of those streams, I can't remember which stream it was I was watching, but somebody actually talked about like the hypothetical town where it's all white and poor and the crime rate's higher than blacks, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's no town like that.
Never.
But like they
exist.
move forward with that
the
scenario.
blacks behave like blacks everywhere they are in the world. If
Every
it's Haiti,
country.
if it's anywhere on the African continent,
So-
if it's in a North American city, if it's in Europe, why does it always come out the same?
Shithole. But yeah, that's what they wanted, Eddie. They want to have that conversation so they could talk about the environmental effects and how we can pump more money into the Gibbs programs.
Right,
to
but that
improve
doesn't.
them. I mean, that's kind of where it goes for some people.
I mean, that doesn't yield results. So
Right.
it's like
My
what,
favorite
you
is
know,
that niggers suck because global warming.
dude.
We can confirm that one with this recent cold front.
I'm trying to imagine how I would deal with that if someone was like, oh, hey Tim, I just found you online discussing whether Jews are running a cabal to try and destroy Western civilization, and here you are again, hanging out with the alt-righter neo-Nazis, discussing whether black people are inferior, and here you are again, discussing whether Western civilization is superior to all civilizations that have ever existed due to white. I don't really want to be associated with that. That's not my scene. So I lost interest in his project, and I was replaced of sorts by this guy called JF.
Two independent psychiatrists evaluated this girl. The first said that she had the social and mental skills of a 10 to 11-year-old child, and the second one said that she wasn't fit to make the decision to leave and live with you and have a child, which is obviously evidenced by the fact that she had no income, she didn't know if you had income, she had never lived on her own before, and despite all of this, you convinced her to leave her family without a word to join you and make a baby.
Destiny, may I just...
That's called love, you idiot.
That's called love, but a 19-year-old girl? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, a 19-year-old girl can love, you idiot.
JF is this biologist who spends his entire time trying to say how white people are superior, having an issue, a problem with Jews. He doesn't seem to much care for women.
Did you try to tone it down last night because Aaron was there? Now that Aaron's here, because that was the accusation that you were sort of...
No, not at all. No.
All right, cool. I'll just
Is
ask.
the new manager a woman?
Yes.
Oh, get out! Fire her! I don't even have to know her personality. Fire her.
Wait, you can debate her.
He's just a very grumpy, dour, humorless individual, and it was the perfect co-host for Andy.
Okay, this is a class. Andy, this is important. I'm not in for low IQ interventions. Andy, so you shut the fuck up for 1 minute.
Okay, fine. Fuck, man.
So
All right.
This is a classical argument of the form of Stefan Molyneux, which is you engage in discussion, therefore you accept all the rules of discussion. I didn't. I don't. I'm just a human being. I emit noise. There are other beings. They interpret this noise based on their own rules. Andy, you can go ahead.
Why do you have to be a dick like that? I was going to ask one question that was part of this.
I was kidding, Andy.
So they run this thing called Internet Bloodsports. The format is basically a bunch of men, usually, maybe about 7, 8, cram themselves into a chat room and argue about doxing and say, you betrayed me, and then the other person's like, you betrayed me, and then they have a bit of a slap fight, and they're like, and then poke them in the eyes, and then someone's like, you're a liar, then he's like, you're a liar, you're a doxer, you run a doxing server, no, you doxed me, you doxed someone, you are stupid, you shut up, you betrayed me, and they just do that for about 12 hours a day.
Yeah, it's been building, but that then being fucking... You're told to shut up on my own show. I was honestly about to kick them both out and just go and just fucking rant for an hour by myself. I swear to God, I was so mad.
This is so much different than when you first got it.
Right? Let's call it.
Out of here.
Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. JF cucked you. He.
I didn't cuck him. Now, I'm crying because I saw a man become adult. So I'm gonna find some Kleenex. I saw young Andy become a man.
And it's very profitable, a whole lot of money comes in, and then a whole bunch of vultures come in and they leech off it, kind of like what I'm doing now. I'm doing the whole leech thing at the moment. I'm talking about it, and then maybe that equals profit. So we'll see. And while these men, usually white men, are dick slapping about some stupid shit that doesn't matter, all of the super chats are rolling in. Super chat, super chat, super chat.
Hey, sorry, just 1 second.
It was a national identity.
That's also a major as well.
One thing. Thank you everyone for the super chats. I'm collecting the questions on Notepad right now, and I will read the other super chats after the show. I'll only gather the questions that are being asked right now. By the way, National Socialist, thank you for that 100 bucks. Holy fuck! And he says it's okay to be a Nazi. Appreciate that.
And after they've finished slapping the dicks together, then they go and they talk about why black people are inferior to white people. Again, because that's like the only thing that they really have to talk about mostly. And then they talk about why Jews are bad. And that's Bloodsports. This latest happening has been really intense and involves a guy called Baked Alaska.
That guy just came in my face. He came up and said he was gonna knock me out. You should care. You should care. He can't say he's gonna knock me out and grab me. He
can say what he wants.
He can't. No, he can't. Death threats? Are you serious?
Just go.
You don't know the law, man.
Yes, people can say whatever they want.
They can say I'm gonna knock you the fuck out and grab your phone. They can do that.
Leave me alone.
No, answer me. Answer me.
No, I don't care what you say. Leave me alone.
Thank you for your service.
Answer me.
Baked Alaska could be probably described as this lumpy dunce who is a right-winger hanger-on. He sort of has been sucking off the alt-right for a long time. He's kind of like the pseudo-white nationalist who's just really there for the views and the clicks.
Oh, I got pepper spray! I got fucking pepper spray!
Thank you guys.
I got fucking pepper spray! I need milk! I need milk! I need milk! I need milk! Keep streaming!
I got it.
Gotta go. Keep streaming!
I got it, babe.
Keep streaming me. Someone.
I'm streaming.
So get someone to stream me.
I got it. I got it, Bakes.
Okay.
It's Rick Wright right here. I got it. Okay.
What is my people saying?
All right. Damn, that sucks.
I need more milk. I need milk. I need milk.
Who Milo Yiannopoulos thought was too stupid to even work with, and for some reason Andy and the Bloodsports crew decided this guy seems cool. Let's let him into our circle because he really fits in here. because he's a pile of shit. Anyways, this guy who is blatantly and obviously a shitbag comes into their circles and then decides to ban some racist people from his chat, and that's a huge problem. This guy, Mr. Melka, he is a leech off these people because he just comes in, he shits to his drama, he pretends he's above it all, but he's really just stirring it up, and then he leeches and sucks all the drama out of it, and then just makes a whole series of videos. That equals profit.
But if people think that YouTubers are going to save them, then yeah, America needs to burn to the ground. If you've reached the point where you think some vapid fucking cunt from California on YouTube is going to save the day, you deserve to be destroyed. That's my fucking point. If you're that weak, yeah, get bombed.
Guys, I'm as edgy as fuck. I've got the word edge behind me, and my video titles are totally edge. My balls are square because I love edges. Hashtag edge.
He comes in and says, you're a sellout. You're a sellout for banning people who say kill the Jews and kill the N-words in the chat. You're a sellout.
I'd be talking about people like the ones he was unmodding in his chat who he didn't like what they said, so he got rid of them. The people he was banning in his chat because he didn't like them talking about Jews or bringing up other shit he thought was problematic. People he called toxic. People he said that were making fun of him for saying 97 IQ.
What about I never banned anyone for saying 97 IQ.
The people that
Jim, that is a fucking lie. I don't know. I don't know why you have this like vendetta out against me to try to ruin my career,
Bates,
but it's not going to work. Jim.
If you think me laughing at you for 2 days has been a vendetta, you are fucking sorely mistaken.
Okay, well, I just be.
My priorities are very interesting. I see banning racism as selling out. That's the scene I'm in. That's the kind of thing I care about. I'm Mr. Melchior. And everyone's like, whoa, Mr. Melchior, you are so cool. How much you love racism. Badass. We are very impressed. So great. Wow, Baked Alaska's finished. Because he banned racist people. And then Baked Alaska's like, no, actually I am as garbage as you guys think I am. And call a guy a nigger. Yeah.
You don't know.
Wait.
You don't know? You're questioning what I know in my head and what I see at my own fucking house, you nigger?
Oh, whoa.
Can you clip that?
And all those guys are like, whoa, Baked Alaska's being racist. That's bad. We don't like racism now because we don't like Baked Alaska. Also, Baked Alaska, you're a doxer. He doxed me. And Mr. Mutica is like, yeah, you're a doxer. You're a doxer. And then Andy came in. And he was like, actually, I am more garbage than you, Baked Alaska. I say offensive things all the time. I love saying randomly cruel things.
Dude, I love offensive jokes. I've said way more offensive jokes than you have. I've been
Fuck
banned
out of
from
here.
more things than you have.
I say
yes, I have.
a joke a day.
Oh, yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I do. Fucking
you say a nigger joke every day. That when you're in the shower, great. Okay.
No, I say it live. I say.
Are you the new Kramer, Andy? Are you the new fucking Kramer?
Yes, I am.
Go on your white nigger rants all the time.
White nigger? No, I talk about the black ones. I don't give a fuck. I say horrible shit all the time.
Andy, you're the best. Oh, and then some women came in. Women, we don't like them. And they just went slap, 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 slap. They had a big fight, and they were like, you're a thought, you're a bitch, fuck you.
What is that, like cheap $5 shampoo from Rite Aid?
Actually, I spend way too much money on shampoo, but I don't really know.
Clearly not enough, dude.
But I don't wash my hair every day because I'm a dirty girl. You're right. It damages it.
You are, dude. You need to be saved. You need to go to thought rehab. I think Matt Quintez needs to shut up, thought. I'm talking.
And then all of the bottom-feeding leech people, I guess that includes me now because I'm making this video, we're like, oh, Baked Alaska's finished. Let's get all the footage from the Discords that proves he's a doxer and talk about this for weeks on end. Everything about it sucks. That's Baked Alaska is shit. Andy Waski channel is a dumpster fire. Nobody on it is likable. I would say the thing that stands out about it all is that it's shit. That it's like Jerry Springer if the people on Jerry Springer were even more difficult to like. And less interesting. So stay tuned, a lot of shit's probably going to happen. I'm sure somebody's going to be revealed to be a doxer. Ooh. That's a new one. That hasn't happened yet. And there's other people in the mix. They might have something to contribute, like Tonkasaw.
Who is it that I'm talking to right now?
Somebody who's done more in their 1 year of YouTube than you have sucking off the drunken peasants for the past 4.
That's fucking totally like just bullshit. Is the drunken peasants they won't even have me on their show because I talk shit.
Because they like ratings now.
They don't want to talk about fucking Applebee's. That's why they don't want you on.
Goddamn, Malcolm.
The Amazing Atheist.
Hey, Begin.
Yeah, so it's just
Begin. This is your alter ego telling you how fucking stupid you sound right now.
Or failure accomplished.
Okay, how can I make the streams better in your opinion?
Stop having chats. Stop having guys. Wait. Here's the yo. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's fucking advice number 1. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Listen, number 1.
Belligerent, annoying doofuses who don't listen and constantly yell about, I don't know, who cares? So I will keep you updated on who's a doxer now, who's not racist enough, who's too racist. Somebody is probably going to die, or they might not die. There you go, summed that up for you. Do not forget to send in super chats if I live streamed. And you can also PayPal me and sign up to my Patreon, send me some money, and I will make more videos like this. I'll leave you with what I have learned from this whole Bloodsports drama with Baked Alaska. Nothing.